Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Rasha. As I mentioned before, I have a YouTube channel. It speaks about depression and bipolar, schizophrenia, paranoia. And I work in Australia. And what I have noticed is some people, not all the people, think very bad about the Islam, about the woman in Islam. Today I want to tell everybody about the woman in Islam. Islam is the mercy religion, is the mindful religion, or I can say Islam tells us about everything in our life, even about what's happening now in the world. And to be clear, everything happen in our life, we have already evidence, we have surahs, we have ayats, speaks about it. This is why, alhamdulillah, we are happy because we are Muslim. And because I live in Australia, I found many people, they think if I am wearing hijab, this is means I'm not educated, or I am stupid, or anything else. But alhamdulillah, if we notice the statistic about people living outside of their countries, we will find that most of them, they are educated, most of them, they have a good business, most of them, they live in peace, most of them respect each other. I don't care about some people who are bad or some people who is bad or whatever, because any place, any country has two sides. One side is good, one side is bad. So if you found in your life there is one lady, she's Muslim but she's bad, this does not mean that all women in Islam are bad. But my point is, now you look at me, what is the difference between me and you? Nothing. All the difference is I follow my religion, which makes me to cover my hair, to cover my body, to not put make like I don't have to, I have to, or I'm gonna say I must not put any makeup or anything, except if I have a problem in my face, I can cover it, because Islam said, as we can say, like Allah is a beautiful, my God is beautiful, and he needs everyone in the life to be beautiful too. But one day I was talking with one lady here in Australia, and she said, oh, the men like, what we're gonna say it, like men control their wives' life. I want to say something. Do you think the woman in Islam or the woman in this life can't control her life? Of course not. Because in Islam, Allah puts the woman on the top, puts the woman as a queen. Nobody can touch me. Nobody can touch me or speak with me badly or whatever, because I already cover myself to protect myself from bad people. And don't tell me about, it's not only the covering will protect you, but even with that, people here in different countries, in foreign countries, maybe 20% is they struggling with people, they are very bad, and they already did harassment or bullying to them. So In our religion, Allah wants us to be in the good spot all the time, or a nice and beautiful appearance in the front of the people. This is why, if you notice that in Christian, the ladies who stays in this church, they always covering their hair, they always covering their body. So it's same, because all our religion from Prophet Ibrahim until Prophet Muhammad all have same rules, all have same things, all ask people to respect each other, to live in peace, to don't harm people, don't do anything for others. We have, especially with Islam, I find it's the same like the rules here in Australia, because if you have the tolerance, we have, like, for example, if you want to pass the citizenship in Australia, you have many questions, and the important question is about the values in Australia, which are tolerance, freedom of speech, what else, equality, everything. It's the same like my religion. So why people think that we are like slave in our home, like we don't respect each other, like my husband hates me all the time, or whatever. If you found something like that in your life, and this is very bad sometimes, it's not because of Islam, it's because of the woman. This is why I always say to everybody from my YouTube channel, the first year in your marriage is the important year, because you have like one man, one woman comes from different culture or from different countries, and you need them to be together. This is means everybody gonna try to convince the other about his way or her way. So now, if she wants something, he will say no. She has to say, for example, he said no. She has to think more and more. This thing is not good in Islam. No, it's good in Islam. But he said no. So she has already a tongue. She can speak and say, oh, I don't like that, because this will not accepted in my life, because Allah said blah blah blah. But what I have noticed that women in the beginning of their life, they trying to say all the time or to obey everything from their husband, because they want to manage their marriage, or because they want to live in like they want to live in a happy way. But the problem is they didn't think about the future, about now. If I obey everything that I said, oh yes, everything, yes, but I'm not happy from inside. This will make me sick. They will make me stressed. They will make me one day to call the police and say, oh come on, I have a problem. But in the fact, Allah mentioned the woman every time, everything, I'm gonna say no. We have already one surah talking about women in Islam, and Allah mentioned women to look after her in many surahs. It's not only one surah. And even our Prophet Muhammad, before he passed away, last khutbah or last talking for him was about women, because he said to men, you have to respect your woman, you have to look after her until she did. But some people trying to make this to change this point, or to change this view for the woman, and they said, oh, you have to take this one off, or you have to wear tight, or you have to be blah blah blah, because you will be more beautiful. But it's not true, because which make you beautiful, not your appearance. It's your personality. It's your soul from inside. And nowadays, especially nowadays, people, they don't care about many things. They don't care about their behavior. They don't care about their appearance. They don't care about many things. I don't know why, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because of the woman at home, she's not looking after them properly. From this point, I'm gonna tell you guys that the woman in Islam is not only the one for cooking or washing or blah blah blah. She is the important person in the life because she is the one raise her children. She is the one looking after her children. She is the one build the communicated between her children. So from that point, do you think if any woman in Islam take off her hijabs or blah blah blah, she will not be like nice or beautiful like you? Of course yes, she will be. Because now if I want to wear jeans and I want to go to coffee and do makeup and straight my hair and blah blah blah, of course I will be very beautiful lady. But I don't like that because I love my religion and I already did that at home with my husband, with my family. Like now I wear at home like like now if I saw outside people like wearing nothing, like maybe a short skirt or half, I'm not sure about this one, like it's like half sleeve, I think. It's not about I can't do that. I can't do that at home with my husband, with my kids, with all women, with my dad, with my brothers, with my sister. So what is the point for doing that outside? What is the benefit now? Now nobody can touch me before I get married. If somebody wants to marry a woman in Islam, it's a big and important thing in Islam is the marriage. Because Allah asks the men to do the best to look after their women. So it's about all the time about women, all the time about how you look after her, how you gonna make her happy all the time, how about her children in the future. You have to respect her in front of your children. You have to respect her outside and inside. I don't care about some people who are not good. I don't care about them. But Islam is clear, and he said you have to look after your wife and you have to give her everything, your life, your money. Nobody can touch any woman in Islam before marriage because he has to be in a good person to build a house, which means first of all he has to pay her money because she has to buy everything for herself. Gold, like that's gold. What else? Everything. Even if you decide after a while you're gonna leave this lady, Islam tells them that you have to give them money too. For example, he has to give her money for her children. He has to give her part of his house. Everything in Islam we have it. But what makes me sad is the people outside thinking the woman in Islam is like slave. Excuse me. You know that Islam said if you have money, you have to help her by bring her another lady to help her, to cook for her, to do everything for her. But with these days, if everybody struggling with the money. Do you think the woman in Islam said, oh, no, 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 Allah said you have to bring it for me, somebody help me, and you didn't? I don't agree, or I disagree? No. Because like what Islam teaches us about mercy, about if my husband has a problem in his life with money or whatever, I have to help him, even with his family. If his family wants money, I have the option. But every woman in Islam, she helps her family, she helps her husband's family. Because this is like, if you now raise your children in Islam, or your woman, or the woman in Islam, about the mercy, about the mindful, about respectful, about everything, do you think she will be bad? Never. My point, guys, about one thing: don't think about woman in Islam she's idiot or stupid because she's educated, and you have the statistic, you can look for it. Second point is, don't think about us like we are racist, because we are not. Because our Islam teaches us that we have to respect other people, even if we have different views. And this is, in Australia, is a tolerance to accept people. They have already different views, and this is in Islam. We have the equality, like Australian rules, and the equality which means women and men are same in the front of the law, and same. In Islam we have the women and the men are same in front of God. Forcing the speech of the freedom, which means the freedom of speech. Yes, we have the freedom of speech. If I feel it's not fair, I have to speak and say it's not fair. So everything in Islam same like the rules here. But what makes that bad is the way movies or series or episode speaks about Islam. It's not our fault people think about us like that, because we already have our equality, we already have our speech of freedom. One day I met one colleague in my work. He said, you are the only woman. She's cheeky, and like he means I'm cheeky and the outspoken in Islam. I said, no, we have many people, many women. They came here and they changed their life. Think about us. Most of them, not me, because I am from Egypt. I came here as a working skills. I didn't come refugee. But think about the people who came to Australia as a refugee. They came because of the war, because of their government, or I'm gonna say their stupid government. What happened after that? She came and she adapted with the fact, with the life here in Australia or whatever, anywhere. She's a strong lady, because when she came to Australia, she has this hijab. She didn't take it off because she respects her religion. She likes her religion. She believes in her religion. And at the same time, she does have the different language, but now she learned a different language. And I won't tell everybody here, if your English is a second language, don't worry about it. You have to learn, even if you have the accent. And if anybody laughing on you or something, laughing on you, I'm not sure about the proposition. I'm not good with proposition. Think about, you have two languages and he has only one language. So at the end of my video, I want to tell you guys something. Islam makes me a queen in my life, a queen outside, because nobody can touch me like Elizabeth. Nobody can touch her, nobody can see her, nobody can say any bad things about her. And at home, I am a queen, because I am wearing whatever I want, because Allah gives me the mithaq between me and my husband to respect each other, and I can show him everything in my life, and I can be like you outside. But with kind of respect between me and my husband too. And this, from this point, my Islam makes me a queen and makes my husband a king, because his wife, nobody can see her, nobody can touch her, so he is a king too. I want at the end of the video to say to everyone, stop talking about the woman in Islam in bad way, because this is not true, and because we are like, or we believe in God, that Allah, after we have done in our life, he will give us the paradise. And the paradise is the important thing for anyone, because it's the end of the life, and the end of the life, which means we will still there forever, not like now. I live for a while and then passed away, and I'm scared from Allah. But with Islam, I'm not scared. I'm happy, because I did everything, because I do everything like what Allah said to me. And at the end, I'm gonna say I'm lucky, because I'm from Egypt. Egypt is a Muslim country. We live there. We have Christian, we have Muslim, we have everything in our country. We are educated. We have people who are wearing hijab, and the people are not. And we have people dancing, and we have people not dancing, and we have people like we have Al-Azhar Sharif, and we have everything. We have the variety. This is why we respect anyone from different religion or from different environment. And this is why Egyptian people in Australia, maybe 80% of them, they teach in uni, and they are doctors, and they are teachers, and they are engineering. So I'm lucky to say I'm Egyptian, and I'm lucky to say I am Muslim, and I'm lucky to say Salamu alaikum everyone, because Salamu alaikum means peace and mercy for everyone. Salamu alaikum.